Greetings, Embers. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Ending the weekend, here is another horror story. Sit back, relax, and prepare for the chills. Let's get started, shall we? This story is entitled, Home is Where the Heart Is, written by Chronic Nightmares. The old Victorian house overlooked a beautiful meadow of lush, green pastures for as far as the eye could see. The Yorkshire countryside acted as the perfect backdrop for an almost perfect home. I say almost because the inviting look the home gives off to those who observe from afar is all a deceit. The exterior is a mask to the horrors within those walls. My memories of growing up there are not happy, and it can be attributed to one thing: the house itself. You may think I'm mad, but I'm telling you there are things that are beyond explanation, and that madhouse is one of them. My parents never owned the house. No, the house owned them. And when I was born, it owned me too. As soon as I was old enough to understand, my parents explained the rules to me and made sure that I remembered them all. Number 1, never go down in the cellar. Number 2, do not talk to the shadows, no matter how kind they may seem. Number 3, stay away from the little headless girl in the garden. Ignore her beckons. She doesn't want to play. Number 4, the most important rule of all. You must recite these words every night before you go to sleep. Home is where the heart is. I tested the 4th rule one night. I didn't recite the words before I went to sleep. I soon regretted my decision, for only 30 minutes later, long, shadowy arms began reaching from the corners of my room, slowly inching their way towards me. I quickly recited the words in a stutter, then the arms retreated back into the shadows. I never tested the rules again. I was scarred for life. I had never felt fear like it before. The next morning at breakfast, my parents knew about what I did. Father looked disappointed, and Mother looked angry. Never break the rules, do you understand? Never! Mom shouted. That was a silly thing you did last night, son. I thought we taught you better than that, Dad said, unable to hide the frustration in his voice. I was done with not truly knowing what was going on. I demanded answers from my parents, though how I wished I had remained in the dark. Both parents looked at each other, then back at me. You want to know? Okay. Follow us, Dad said as he and Mom made their way towards the cellar door. Dad produced a key from his pocket and opened the door, causing a loud creak. I could see a red light emanating from the bottom of the stairs, and something else, a strange rhythmic sound. I followed them down the stairs, and upon reaching the bottom, my eyes widened with disbelief. A giant heart was beating in the cellar. Thick valves reached up into the ceiling, pumping blood throughout the house. My parents both spoke in unison as smiles formed their lips. Home is where the heart is.